All right, let me check to see if this is working. Again, restarted the Wi-Fi, so should be promising this time. Okay, looks like it's working. Let me just see if the volume is working in a sec here. Ouch. Let's see. Okay, looks like it's working. Let me just see if the volume. Okay, perfect. All right. Hopefully that works. If not, I don't know. I guess it just is gonna be what it is. But I think my Streamlabs is freaking out because like I set up my Streamlabs the same on my computer and my iPad, and like it's not like the same. Like stuff is like disappearing. So I don't know if there's like some kind of weird Streamlabs glitch, but hopefully this works. If not, I'll just try to like stream it like from Twitch itself. So we'll see. But anyway, so back to stretching. Just gonna go back to, we're just gonna restart the whole video basically. So I'm just gonna go back to a little bit of butterfly here. My hair is a little bit wet right now because I put in my leave-in stuff. So got a little Olaplex in my hair, so a little pre-shower. I did look up some stretches that have resistance bands because I bought this on Amazon and I've literally never used it. So pretty hyped to try some of that. But just gonna try to fold over the front here and just hold it. And then I'm gonna try to do the stretches like with the band and without the band. I was probably like 5 minutes into stretching. Like I had done like probably like five different things and then my stream cut out. So we're just gonna have to re-stretch, unfortunately, but that's how it goes. So I'm going to, so I saw like the picture of the person doing this with the resistance band. I don't know if they're super flexible. They have like a more flexible band than I am, but I can't do like the stretch officially how they do it. So, because they like have their legs like connected with these bands, but like my leg is like I cannot, would not be able to like reach the whole band over. So I I'm just gonna like try to grab my foot, then like your foot's a little bit more flexed, and so just kind of like you're walking your dog, so you just kind of pull your foot towards you, and I feel this one like more, I guess like in the back of my knee, um, is what this is. I'm not 100% sure. Thank you for the follow. Let me see if I can read what it says from here. Maybe not. Okay, well, I don't I don't know how to work my phone. Thank you for the follow. So I'm also going to do the same thing, but without the band. So I'm just going to like reach for my foot. This time I'm going to point the foot too, because you do get like a different stretch when you point versus when you flex your foot. So I am going to point my foot and just stretch over as well, because I do feel like this is a slightly different stretch than with the resistance band. So it is a little bit different. And then of course you can like take your leg out like further if you're more flexible, or you can bring it in more if you're less flexible. I've been trying to work on my flexibility, so I guess I'm gonna pull my leg out a little bit more and just try to reach for it. I'm like at a weird angle. I'm like not centered. Um, Hello, my day is going well. I hope you all are having a good Sunday. I feel like I've actually had a very productive Sunday. I've made so I like meal prep, but not like necessarily healthy meal prep. I just make like a large amount of food on Sundays because I don't want to cook throughout the week. Um, So I made like probably like 10 different meals, and I made like 15, or not 10 different meals. I made like two meals, but I like made 10 of them, and feeling good about that. Feeling very productive. So I feel like I had a good day. I hope you all had a good day as well. I'm gonna do the same thing. You guys can't really see my cherry blossoms in the way, but I'm gonna do the same thing I did on the other foot. I'm just gonna like loop my foot into this resistance band and just kind of pull. I think this is Also good probably if you're, I don't know what to do with all this. If you're new to stretching, so you don't have to reach all the way to your foot, then you really are just stretching like your leg part. But I feel like this is pretty effective. If only I could do what they did like in the pictures. I feel like I'm like walking a really aggressive dog here with this. I did a lot of cleaning today. Good for you. I need to clean. I need to vacuum so badly. But we're working on it. I did do like 2 loads of laundry this weekend, so I did some cleaning. We're working on it. Same-ish stretch, but without the resistance band and pointing my toe this time. And for this one, I'm also going to like stretch towards the center as well, just because I feel like it is a slightly different stretch. It wasn't too hot today. Yeah, it wasn't too hot where I was at either. I think like yesterday it was in the 90s where I was at. And then today it was definitely like in like the 70s or 80s, but it was still like a bit hot. It was like it's like muggy today where I'm at. It's like cloudy, but it's like very warm. And I was like, is it gonna rain today? Like, what is going on in California? Nobody seems to know. Also have to make sure. So I screenshotted a bunch of like resistance band exercises to do. So let me find my little screenshot here. So there's like this very, I feel like these are for like dancers to get more flexible because some of the things these people are doing with these is like insane. But okay, I think this one I can manage. So I'm gonna like bend my front leg and then you like pop your back leg out here and then you hook your resistance band back here and then you pull. She looks so much more elegant than I do doing this. I look like I'm in pain, which I am. But I really feel like one of those yoga girls right now. So I am just pulling, and this is hurting me in many different ways. So I'm also weirdly getting a foot cramp from this. So maybe I'm going to call that good on that foot because now I've hurt myself. Now I need to roll my ankle a little bit. Ay, ay, ay. All right, thus far, stretch dream is not. The resistance band is not good. I've cramped myself. All right, I think I've fixed my foot. I'm gonna skip this one. I think I probably should have skipped this one too. All right, let's try the other leg and see if maybe I can get this going with this other leg. But yeah, that one hurt, and I also got a foot cramp from that. So let me try to not do that. But I don't know. I feel like, I'm taking my stretches to the next level, with this resistance band. I feel like get on. Okay. Let me try not to cramp myself this time. And then just pull this towards me. This is wow. This is very much stretching me, I guess. It's the best way to phrase that. And it's funny, I'm not even doing it fully right. Like her leg is like straight behind her and my leg is definitely bent at an angle. But yeah, this one's good. I am feeling this stretch. A similar stretch to this. I had too much. Went from 100% to 0% real quick. Oh no. All right. Well, then the easier version of that is you can just tuck. Well, I don't know if it's the same stretch, but it's similar stretch. So tuck your knee kind of like to the side of you, and stick one leg in front, and then you can reach. You can reach for the leg also. As I used to say, I think I like dance when I was younger and also did like color guard in high school. So like sometimes I like mix up those two experiences because they're like very similar like things that we had to do because it was like all kind of like dancing. So except for one was like with weapons, but they're always like put your nose to your knee and you're like down there like oh no, like I can't do it. But it is a very effective way if you're like trying to push yourself to stretch. You're like let me try to put my nose to my knee. I'm also going to stretch towards the center here as well. Just really feel that stretch. And I feel like if you want to make this less intense, just like move your legs so you're not as like, stretched out. Just whatever feels right for you. But yeah, the girl with the resistance bands and all these pictures I'm looking at, I'm like, wow, you're really flexible. Like she's like so like she's doing the splits, but she has like yoga blocks under her so that she's like even further like split. Like her legs are like, oh, they're not like flat on the floor. Like let me use this band to demonstrate. So it's not like, oh, her legs are flat on the floor when she's like splitting. It's like she has yoga blocks under her, so she's like up more. Like it's kind of crazy. And I'm like, will this band do this for me? Perhaps. I don't think so, but I did play Black Desert on my past stream. I feel like that's a game I'm actually like decent at. And I mean, I completed like one quest and then I couldn't figure out how to get back to like check what my quest directions were because I thought I'd completed it and I just like started killing a bunch of like things in the game, but I did attempt to play Black Desert last night and I got to like level 15 or like level 13, so like felt pretty good about that. Hello. I'm also going to do the same thing as I do in all my stretches, just change it up a little bit here and reach over the center. Let me see if I screenshotted any other resistance band stretches that I want to try. Okay, there's one. There's one that this dancer girl is doing. Um, I think I'll try it without the band first, and then we'll maybe try with the band. I don't know if the band makes it easier or harder, but we'll see. Black Desert was pretty good, but I ended up deleting it. Oh, okay. Did you delete it because it was hard or because you were spending too much time on it? Okay, so this stretch, she has her leg like in, and then it's like you grab your heel, and she's like, okay, now I'm not confident that I can do this. I think it's easier if you grab your heel from the back instead of the front, but I guess this is kind of the stretch. She's definitely doing the stretch differently than I am, but this is a possibility. She's grabbing her foot this way, which is what you're supposed to do, but this is immensely harder. Both. I definitely feel like my hour on the game went really fast, so that was a challenge. Okay, so now let me see what she's doing with the band now that I feel like I've relatively mastered this. Not relatively mastered it, but at least I can do it without embarrassing myself too much. Okay, so she has the band on her leg. I don't think my bands do this, honestly. Hers is like wrapped around her body. I think I'm going to like strangle myself with this band here. Okay, I don't think it goes this way, but all right. So that's the stretch. The game was too hard and confusing for me. I don't know. If we're allowed to give you game recommendations to try out, Neverwinter. Okay, I'll look. So I feel like the games I play are kind of random because I got my Xbox as a gift. So it like had a bunch of games like pre-downloaded from the person on there. So like I've just been playing the pre-downloaded games because I have not wanted to pay for like the Game Pass yet, but I will at some point, like as I start to see like the games that are more popular and that people like to watch and that like I don't totally suck at, I'll probably start to pay for like the Game Pass and get more games. But right now I'm just kind of playing all the games that are already installed on my Xbox. But yeah, I will definitely look into that one, Neverwinter. There's another open world game, but it's way more fun and easier. Okay. I need easier games for sure. Um, okay. Oh, it's like an older game. Okay. Gotcha. I feel like really before I like started on Twitch, my like extent of video game playing was like I played Sims obviously like obsessively, as I feel like we all did back in the day. Um, and I feel like I would like play with a couple people like in college, like people would be playing, and I'm like, yeah, like I guess I'll play. Like we'd play like Mario Kart or whatever, and I'd play like FIFA or like NBA 2K or whatever. But like I really hadn't played. I feel like I don't know, like these like serious like storyline video games, I guess is like the best way to phrase them. I don't know. But it was mostly games like that was like really all my experience. So like I'm like really not a good gamer. I'm just trying to find games that I feel like I'm like, oh, I didn't die immediately. Like I played, what was it? I played like some really intense like shooting game and you like have to look around at the same time as you're shooting people and like I can't do that. Like I can't I can't look around and try to shoot people at the same time and like I couldn't do that. So back then they made it hard for us to grind gear, etc. But now they made it super easy for new players and so far the community's doing great. Okay, that's good. The people that were playing on Black Desert last night, like the comment section was like, I don't know, it was kind of intense. I'm like, I don't have time to be like, well, not that I don't have time. I don't have like the ability. Like I'm like trying to play this game. I don't have the ability to like write all these like comments and like chat that people had going on in there. So that was kind of intense. And people I feel like were like honestly kind of rude in like the chat that they had, but I don't know. I guess like it just comes with like the server that I picked or whatever, but it was kind of intense. I was like, hopefully none of these people are like trying to converse with me because I just have no idea. I'm currently on Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Okay, that's nifty. I like it. Sometimes if you look at the back of some of my streams closely, you can see I do have like two baby Yodas like in the back corner. So love me some baby Yoda, and I guess also Star Wars. Not as much as baby Yoda, but I do have two. So now I'm going to stretch, and I'm going to grab this foot towards me. Let me also check to see if there are any other stretches I wanted to attempt today with this band. Okay, there's a couple. There's a few on here I think I could maybe try. But first, I'm gonna pull my foot towards me here. I'm gonna switch legs. Pull my foot towards me here. And give yourself a big hug here and roll up. So I'm basically just trying to do stretches I found, like screenshots of. So you have to show him, yeah. I think he like shows up sometimes in the corner of some of my streams, my two little baby Yodas, but they're sitting there. They're sitting next to me. So the same place I stream from is also like where I work from home from, so they're just like hanging out with me all day. Okay, so hook my band around my foot and then pull this towards me, like with my foot like flexed. Yeah, this one's pretty good. I feel like a lot of these are really getting like hamstrings or like the back of my calves here, which is good. I'm sure that needs to be stretched, but I just feel kind of ridiculous like holding this thing. Like I feel like I'm like trying to walk someone's dog. Try the other leg here. This will be a nice segue into another stretch here. But I feel like even like if you don't have the band, well, let me see. Is it harder to do it with the band? Without? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm like stretching my back more because I'm really reaching for my foot this way, but with this, like now I'm truly just stretching like just my leg. So that's kind of good. All right. So same place here. Just gonna reach for the toes. Just try to like pancake myself over as much as possible here, I guess. If you're a huge fan of Star Wars, I definitely recommend if you have the means and the time to go to the Star Wars land. They have a Disneyland. It's pretty insane. I've been twice and it's pretty crazy. Like you feel like you're there. Like you feel like you're in like the Star Wars Galaxy, whatever it's called. It's quite nifty. And they have like the only bar in Disneyland. I think it's the only bar in Disneyland is in there. It's pretty nifty. Okay. Let's try another resistance band stretch, why don't we? Okay. So she is laying like this, and the resistance band is around her foot, and she is okay, she's sitting up. Oh, okay, I have to pull my foot like this towards me. I don't know if this is stretching me, but this is doing something, I guess. I don't feel stretched. Okay, well, that one's a maybe, but I am gonna do it to the other side just so I even this out here. Again, I'm trying to do this from like screenshots I found on Google, so I low-key want to buy the real lightsabers. I see people have, yeah, the sound effects. Yeah, they have like this little store there where you can like custom build your own like lightsabers and things. It's pretty nifty. It's pretty wild. Okay, and then I'm just gonna lift and pull this towards me. I don't, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing the stretch wrong, but I'm not really feeling it. I guess I kind of feel it. It's like the front of my like thigh, like kind of in my knee, I guess. I'm really not, I don't know muscles, but this is something. I feel like that's kind of my like MO when I work out is I'm like, I don't know, I saw this online and now I'm here trying it. Like, um, fun fact, I've also like snapped these bands. Like when I used to go to the gym, I've like broken these bands. Like I'll be doing something and it'll like break and like fly across the gym, and I'm like, well, that was embarrassing. All right, what else do we have here? Okay, there's one where she's standing. Perhaps I'll try that. Should we try a standing stretch? Guess so. Let me maybe try to like re-angle myself. Don't mind the junk. Okay. Oh, you still can't see me. All right, I'll do it towards this way because then you can see my foot if I stand by the door. You're making the stretches look easy. Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the stretches. Okay. Um, all right, you guys can sort of see me from here. Maybe if I push this back a little bit. It's funny because I was like, this is gonna be a quick 15-minute stretch video, and then I just started trying to do things that I'm not sure my body wanted to do. Okay, so I'm gonna hook this onto my foot and then just stretch this towards me. Yeah, this is good. I gotta straighten my knee here, but this is interesting. Try to get like a little bit closer so you guys can like kind of see what I'm doing here. So I'm putting my foot in this. Hopefully I don't fall over. I didn't really think this one through. Okay. I'm putting my foot in this and I'm just kind of reaching my foot like up towards me, towards my head. I'm trying to straighten my knee. Okay. I think that's that on that stretch. That's a bit intense for me. You're putting that much strength and force into the band. I know. I think I also just bought cheap bands, so that's on me too. Okay. I think this is it. I think this was it for the resistance band stretches that I want to do. So that was interesting. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of basic here. Just stretch my back out a little bit. Just all right, stretch out my back. Stretch out my neck a little bit here. Just kind of roll my head. Don't mind my hair, it's going all over the place. Thank you. I'm glad you guys appreciate this effort I'm putting in here. All right. And then I guess so I like had like flashbacks to like middle school, high school PE, and I'm like, I don't do like the most basic stretches. So like I don't like do lunges or anything. So I'm like, oh, I should probably like lunge, just get a little bit of that going here also. This is a big one in yoga where people like are reaching back and things. So you guys can't really see, but like when you're in the lunge, if you just put both of your hands like out to the side and then you lean back and you like grab like the back of your leg, you just put your other hand up. It's a pretty good stretch also, but just lunge it out with my other leg also here. Just a basic little calf stretch. Next time I won't give up and actually try for once. I feel like that's like a good life motto. And then just reaching over from foot to foot and towards the center. I know, I've taken like 3 yoga classes and I'm like, well, in yoga classes, this is what we do when I'm like fully not equipped to talk about yoga classes. These are, I feel like, similar to some of the other stretches I've already done, so I'm not gonna spend like too long on these. But I just like was having flashbacks to PE and I'm like, I don't like not doing the most basic stretches that they like taught us all how to do in like middle school and stuff. Okay. Grab my foot and try not to fall over here. All right, so that was interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna stretch with resistance bands, but I don't know. Like the before and after photos of like all these like dancers doing it was pretty crazy. So I'm like, maybe it'll help me, but this is from Amazon. It says Rich Fit on it, so I don't know, kind of interesting. I think I should have gotten something, I don't know, like the resistance on this is like intense. Like so there's stretches that like I kind of want to do that I like screenshot from Google Images, like this band is not going to stretch enough. Like and like myself can't stretch enough to like get it to work. So I don't know, maybe I need a stretchier band or something, but I'm interested in the fit details. Top is from this top is like probably like 7 years old, but this is from Victoria's Secret, and the shorts are from Gymshark, which are obnoxious. So it's got the little shark in the front and the back. Like, please calm down, Gymshark. Like, we get it. These are from Gymshark, but these are some of my only shorts that I feel like actually fit me and look somewhat flattering. So I'm about it. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me through the technical difficulties and things. Oh, a fit check emote. I love it. But thank you all for hanging out with me on this Sunday. Hopefully, no one has those Sunday scaries and we're all excited to go back to work on Monday, right? Just kidding. I don't, even though I work from home, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go back. I feel like the weekend was so short. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me on this Sunday, stretching with me if you followed along. Um, appreciate you all hanging out with me through the technical difficulties and things. And I guess I will try to stream Black Desert soon again. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me. Um, appreciate you all for hanging out. Yeah, I'm not ready for work tomorrow either. All right.